Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Sufficient Grace. I'm Pastor Jason, and today I'm here for this week. I'm here with this week's encouraging word, and today I want to talk briefly the art of letting go and letting God. And too often we get into this mindset or this mentality that I can do anything and I can do it on my own, but we're going to take a look at that. But first, I want to read the scripture, Philippians 4, verse 13. And we all have heard the scripture, and we all know it, probably even have it memorized, but I'm just going to read it. And it says, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. So, like I said, we get into this mindset, this mentality that, oh, I can do anything. There's nothing I can't do. I got this. I can do it. But the reality is we can't do anything without God, because we get so busy with life, with work, and taking care of the family and your kids, and just busy and on the go all the time and doing all of the things day in and day out. But the reality is yeah, we get busy with our lives. We have a lot going on. There's a lot that we're doing, but without God, the reality is that without God, we can't do anything, because we have to rely on him. We have to have full reliance on God himself to be able to do the things that we do. To go to college, to have successful business, to do anything that we do in this life, we have to rely on God, because there isn't anything that we can do. Anything that we do and we do it because of God, because God gives us the strength. It's not anything in ourselves or what we can do in this flesh, but it's all about what God does and how God helps us and brings us through the things that we do and brings us through the things that we have to go through. But here's the kicker. No matter where you are at today, whether you are busy with life and doing all the things, I want to encourage you today to let go and let God. Because without God, we can't do anything without full reliance on him. So maybe you tune into this encouraging word and you are so busy that you are stressed out and overwhelmed with life and feeling discouraged. Today, I want to encourage you, let go and let God. Lean on his strength, not your own. God's grace is sufficient and enough to get you through, to fully rely on him and his strength and his grace, because it's only because of God that you are able to do all the things that you do. You see, we got to get to a point to where we are allowing God to work in our lives and allowing him, trusting him, and allowing him to work in our lives to be able to do the things that we do, and not try to take the driver's seat and try to do it on our own. Because if we try to do it on our own, we're going to fail and we're going to mess up. But when we give God the wheel, and we allow him to guide us and to lead us, and trust in him and fully rely on him, that's when the possibilities of what you can do is endless. So by God's grace and by God's strength, you can make it, because God's grace is sufficient enough. We'll see you next time.